Testing? Yes, there we go. Evening, ladies and gents. Been a while since I've done a artistry. I've got stuff that haven't done it yet. See if I can't get. Take a listen to how that's set. Okay. Let's. Oh, PRG5 Studio. Does not. Okay, there we go. Now, Clip Studio has this weird thing where, like, occasionally it'll just completely delete, my history of recent, recently open files. That's what I'm thinking of. And that's a little annoying and a little bit weird. I suppose there's worse things that could be happening. Also, you may notice that the lighting is a little different since my last stream. And I finally went and took those strip LEDs that were up here and rerouted them now that they're actually pointing at me. I think that makes the green screen work a little better. All right. I've got a lot of stuff that I was working on. Haven't finished. Main thing I was doing on the art stream was the Transformer version of my I hesitate to call him a trained Sona anymore because I don't use DeviantArt anymore. That was a chapter of my life I don't care to visit. I've been calling him my channel mascot, but that's a bit of a mouthful. Well, the point is, this is a Transformer version of the guy you see in my profile. I've done a little work on him since... I'm gonna grab this cord a little bit. I've done a little work on him since... the last time I actually did an art stream. I've done a little more of the coloring, and I laid out how the pony truck kind of just compresses into his back. I had most of his frames doing this as wing. But this back section, I hadn't figured out what to do with it. Kind of thinking of having that and the funnel parts form, and the headlamp parts form into a rifle of sorts. Not entirely sure how well that really works, but I mean, it's better than nothing, and proportionally, I mean, the trailing truck has to go somewhere. This is kind of what I was thinking. Happened with that. And I still haven't finished the other wing because I can't be bothered to do all that again. I'll be even less bothered to draw the other side of them. What's on what? Gonna adjust where the grip of I want him to actually be able to hold the gun. Now, well, then I encounter an issue with using the frames as the back of the gun, because they're gonna be pretty darn wide. Keldeo Studies, good to see ya. I'm not sure how well that would work anymore. At least not the way that I have. Yeah, could have a fold-out handle, but I've been thinking of this in only 2 dimensions. I mean, he transforms into a standard gauge locomotive. This whole section back here would be very wide. I'm not. So even. If I were to try. Because if I were to try and have him. Like, just put it under his shoulder. Like a Tommy gun. That'd be pretty darn wide and probably pretty uncomfortable. Last I checked, most stocks on rifle. If you can put the stock of your rifle up to your shoulder, it's generally not going to be very. It's not going to be much. It's not going to be very wide on a real gun. Character can hold it like a large shotgun. If I went the rocket launcher round, I could just have him put it over his shoulder. What if I went the shotgun route? I went the shotgun route. Bring the handle backward. Yeah, that could work. Thank you, Bloodstreak. I'm very proud of how he's turning out. What? Let me actually look up a picture of what I was thinking it would kind of be like originally. Originally I was thinking it would be like something like the RX-78's beam rifle. And the beam rifle has the... You can tell it's been a while since I've touched anything to do with the RX-78. Looks like the OG's beam. The OG beam rifle has its handle pretty far back. Yeah, let me see if I can find a decent enough. Or never mind. Okay, no, I was looking at the unit. Okay, I misidentified the I know I'm not showing any of this. I know I'm not showing my work, but just trust me, guys. But what I was just looking at was when I said that had the handle very far back. That was the rifle for the Unit 6 RX-78. Unit 2 is more in the center of the main mass of the rifle. A shotgun's really not that common for mecha, is it? That needs to be changed. And I also just found out that Gundam Visa credit cards were a thing in Japan. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, though. Alright, well. Head back into here, and... too many layers. I can't get... See if I can't get this little bit to get out of the way of the rotate the pony truck a little, and you can turn that over. Gives you a little more room for the arm. Fire Porter, good to see you as well. Yeah, I could make it into a shoulder-mounted thing. But is there any... Oh. With how complicated this is, would there be any good spot on the shoulder? Yeah, I guess I could have it plug into... plug it into this one of the cylinders. Well, I guess if I'm gonna, I guess either way, I'm gonna have to redesign this layout a little bit. Uh, I want to go the Bazooka route. I want to go. Hmm. Let's see if let me see if I can't find a decent shotgun to try and. I want to go with the. I might need to adjust. I might need to adjust the chroma key settings a little bit. Yeah, give me give me a moment to adjust the chroma key. Nice. So I'm realizing that my hair is also, and that could just be reflection from, but either way it's kind of weird. Kind of weird. I still look very pixelated, though. Oh, yeah, opposite of this. Work? This is just getting progressively. This image of myself on the screen is just getting progressively more effed up. Yeah, that'll. Yeah, that ain't. This really ain't working out how I thought it would. You know what, that... Yeah, that's good enough for now. Too many of these streams just wind up being me fiddling with stream. Looking up some sci-fi shotgun. Or can't imagine what the driver feels when it turns into a robot. If someone's in the cab, they just get flung. When someone's in his cab, they just get flung like 3 miles away. They comically tumble all the way. Just go. They get, and then a giant red bump grows out of their head. Maybe take it from the engineer's shotguns, maybe, or just realize. Or I also realized that, with Fortnite, the least cringeworthy game ever, being one of my latest one of my latest addictions from the past couple of years of my life. There were a couple shotguns from that game, from Season 5 that I guess one shotgun. I guess two. There's one from Chapter 5. One from Chapter 5 and one from Chapter 6 that I really liked. Maybe take a look at those. For the engine turns into a robot while it's pulling it. The rest of the train act like a tail. It's an idea. But keep in mind, he turns into this, and his tender becomes this giant hammer. But just imagine he comes flying at you, transforms, and then swings the hammer, and then you just got a bunch of boxcars and tankers flying at you, like that's using your environment to your advantage. The train would also be comically flung and land with the driver. It's gonna be like freaking Looney Tunes. They just pile on top of him. And yet he somehow survives. Wrong. That's the layer I want to erase. Miraculously, no one was hurt. I've also realized something. I mean, depending on how it's constructed, and I don't know all the intricacies of how every locomotive's frames are assembled, but assuming it's a hollow space between those plates with stays in between. Theoretically, his arm could fit. Theoretically, his arm would fit into that empty space, at least a little bit, thereby making it easier to shoot the gun. As for where the rest of the gun would actually come from, just stick it in the tender somewhere. Or maybe, you know, his name is Hammer Blow. Who's to say that he couldn't pull stuff from Hammer Space? Food for thought. That's the layer the funnel's on. Also got it. On TFW and update. G1 Menasor. Menasor has an articulated locking. Nice. Instead of coolness, he just has shotgun shells where the fuel goes. Just thinking right now. Grip is down here. Barrel's up here. How far away can those get before become awkward to hold? I'm really liking the shotgun idea. challenge of that is just keeping it consistent with how a shotgun actually. You know, I guess since I've depicted him without any actual axle, if you transform that gun right, it could fit between the frames. Suppose I could have two. Suppose I could make it one that you actually shoot from, and one that pump it. I've seen a few shotguns like that. I actually had a this marshmallow gun when I was a kid. Had this marshmallow gun. Two grips. Pull the. Didn't have a trigger, but you would pull the. You'd pull the forward grip back, and that would activate the pneumatic action that would launch the marshmallows. This. That could work. Rail that the There's the rail. There's your rail. Parallel. That's a little messy, but it'll do the trick. Well, that's a little comically small, I think. let me read more of the ideas. Action Masters Devastation. 2888. Blaster is a railway bus. Long haul has a honestly, that's not a bad idea. Honestly, these ideas ain't bad. Like this, I'd read this. Barrel. Oftentimes you do have, a lot of the time you really do have to wonder how well the robots in disguise concept works. Land on a planet that hasn't really reached the industrial era yet. Probably give this thing a trigger. Starscream and display. Starscream and display piece. Honestly, like, I would really like to see a Megatron who just keeps Starscream's corpse as a trophy. There we go. Trigger with a safety. What the heck? Let's have it so that the... have this actually geared in place. Polyline. Got. There we go. Nice. Now I'm realizing I never considered how to actually load the shells into it. Oh god. They mentioned diesel switchers, and I can now just imagining Rack and Ruin turning it into a, what was it, the Class 13? Oh. Yeah, the Class, yeah, there we go. And just imagining them turning into the friggin' Class 13 with the the Master and the Slave unit. I'll say if Rack and Ruin were gonna be trains, that's what, either that or a double Fairley. If Rack and Ruin were gonna be locomotives, they would either be a Class 13 diesel or a double Fairley. But I honestly like the idea of the Class 13 a lot more. Oh, one with a cab in the middle. Okay, yeah, that would make sense too. Although I mean, it is a transform gun. very rarely do we being loaded with ammunition. Well, let's say, hypothetically, say for the sake of the argument, let's say for the sake of the argument, that it was going to be a manually loaded weapon. I could either have this top section up here. I'd have that lift up and load them from the top somehow. I could rework the pump action to incorporate a magazine. Or have it hinge open, load in shells that way. And a pump 'em. Suddenly reminded that most as I've seen a pump action shotgun actually reload. That's, yeah, it would normally have the specific chance where you actually grip it and pump it. It actually hit. The ammunition goes there, and you load it in that way. You know what? I'm good with this design for now. Except I add and actually add somewhere for the eject. But let's say that the ammunition isn't as large as let's say the barrel isn't actually as large as what it looks like. You know what? Going to alter curve here. But yeah, I'm good with it. Probably come back and we'll go ahead and get that colored in. There we go. Guess I could add a little more gunmetal color. Some of it. Now become a crane engine. I could probably use a little more color breakup. Oh, you know what? Time being, it's alright. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm still working on editing Duck's video. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to I've had to rewrite a couple sections of the script, and I'm gonna have to re-record it again. I'm not. There's just been so many weird directions this project's taken that I'm not completely satisfied with the script for that video. But he does work, and at this point I'm just happy that he does. He does have a bit of a running issue, and I think it might have been because I put too much weight in the bunker. I wanted to put a little bit in there to help put some weight on the rear driver. Otherwise, all of his weight would be in the tanks. which he's got big tanks and they cover the front two drive wheel. But the rear driver is the driven one, and it's I think I just put too much weight in the bunker, and it's causing him have some not the best electrical connectivity. I have to kind of jostle him and mess with him a little bit to get him to run sometime, not some. And because I've already put in the false bottom and the coal over that, so I can't really go back and take weight out of. The way I've designed it, I can't go back and take weight out of the bunker. So I might just have to redo the cab a third time. But yeah, he still works. I'm just thankful for that. Now, I haven't decided, and I've talked about this in comments on a couple of posts, I haven't decided if he's going to be 5741 or... He wears number 5741 in the books, but 5741 didn't work at Paddington. So I can either come up with a complicated explanation for how... There's multiple ways to tackle it, and I could have him... you could come up with some complicated explanation as to why he would have swapped numbers with 5741, or what I originally did was I said that he was 5741 and had a different life, kill one. Say that 5741 was an artist mistake that was never resolved. And Soder Island Models came out with a video, and a while ago at this point, his research led him to 5753 being the real duck, and it lines up. Honestly, either way, I might just make a 5753 number plate. Initially I was gonna 3D print one anyway. Then I had this genius idea to. Then I just decided to make it easy and get one of Fox's etched ones. Narrow Planet doesn't do custom number plates in different sizes, or well, they don't do the GWR number plates in custom. You can get non-GWR styled ones, but I might just I can photo etch my own stuff now. What I might end up doing further down the road after I decide is just etch my own. That way I can have the number plate actually be properly sized. It's good. I think that's good for the gun. Once I have Duck's video uploaded, I'm gonna do a more tutorial style video turning Armada Starscream into Slipstream. Next locomotive I'm gonna finish is gonna be Daisy, and I'm gonna be very glad to have her finished. I wasn't gonna make my next steam locomotive Emily, but I'm not so sure about that right now. I'm gonna take a step back from some of the more complex locomotive projects. I've talked before about how I've got an Roco NS500 to turn into a Class 8. And I've got an LSWR M7 kit to build, but that requires me to have properly sized wheels for it. And I tried ordering them from Ultrascale, which does custom tire sizes, but all seems on a hiatus of sorts. I think that's pretty. I think this is pretty darn well. Satisfied with this. Oh, I don't know what I don't know what really to do about the handrail. Now that I think about it. You know what? I'll deal with the handrails later. I'll deal with the handrails and all the pipework on my own time. But otherwise, I think that this is ready for me to take it out and get some thumbnails made, finally. A year after I initially redesigned this guy. And I still haven't really finished this main reference. Let me go ahead and all I really need to do. Blah, 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 blah. I think all I really need to do here is just erase all these leftover. Now what I'll do is lead with dotted line. Shape of everything. There we go. After I need to focus a lot less on locomotives right now and work on some more rolling stock, cause I woefully underrepresent that essential part of railway operations. I've had I've been trying to work on I've been trying to perfect this the 12 I'm trying to perfect the 16-ton BR wagon as a print, and that's been a long I've had a few successes, but it's been a challenge with all the revisions I've made to it. I never did finish Percy's mail vans. I haven't modeled interiors or faces for Annie and Clarabelle. I really need to read Annie and Clarabelle. Make them a little more, make them more open and easier to disassemble. Give them interiors and give them faces. But I have Duck and all of it. Now that I have Duck, I have an excuse to do auto coaches or slip coaches. I had to start over on the R20-ton brake van a couple times. I really need to. I really do need to do more rolling stock. Air tank. Oh. I think I really. Yeah, whatever the heck's going on with that later. Why are there 2 layers called Firebox? Let's cylinder. Yeah, that'll work. This front view doesn't have any wheels. That might be slightly problematic. I'll take care of that later. Running board, don't. There we go. Going on with the steam dome. One half is the other. There we are. I suppose I should fill in where air pump. It's only got an air pump on one side. Probably fill that in. There we go. That'll work for that. That's better. Alright. I'm probably not. I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna add the wheel right now, but I am going to add add the gauge. Little indicator of the. Probably not I'm not exactly being the most adamant with feel of it. That's a gigantic text. Down a little bit. Eat. There we go. Alright, I think that's decent progress. Say decent progress. We made a crap ton of progress. I think I'm ready to do what I said I was gonna do a year and a half ago. Go commission some art with these guys and put them in thumbnails. I think I'll switch. I think I'll switch over to video games now. Yeah, like the title. Yeah, I think I'm ready to do some fork knife. You know, the more I look at the, I guess I can stop this music now. The more I look at a face cam over here, the more I realize that at this stage I've reorganized my room again. I've got an extra workbench behind me, and my 009 layout, then my shelves. I'm not proud to admit that I've not been the best at keeping my floor clean, but I've managed to straighten out over the last couple of years. It's actually clean now. So honestly, I could I guess I could probably stop doing the green screen altogether. Because I'm not, like, the way my room is now, I'm not embarrassed to show it anymore. That would definitely be better for ventilating place. Yeah, let me get. Yeah, I got the game up now, so let me switch it over. Capture, game capture. Yeah. Yeah. And yes, I got the Transformer skins. Oh, there we go. That's better. Yeah. They got Mortal Kombat now. They got an emote with the toasty sound effect. Obviously being my job soda accidentally put my pen there. Good. Yeah, channel name, obviously I had to get the toasty emote. Yeah. I was legally obligated. When I saw that there was a redeemable code still available, I had to spend the $30 on it. That was the only reason that was the only reason that I have Fortnite installed on my Switch, was so that I could redeem that code. Let me look at what quests I still have to do. Sabotage payphone. Guess I'll go here then. I've just realized there's like a circle of clouds around this particular area. I have no idea what that means. Hey, look, it's me. Can I just... Oh, I can't destroy me. I do find it very interesting that Hasbro approved for this brand deal to put Transformers in Fork Knife. They had someone went out of their way to design a battle bus Transformer, and they didn't try. They have yet to try making a toy out of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know for certain, but I think that Hasbro has the license for the Fortnite action figure. I don't know because I don't care about their action figures. If they make an action figure of the skin that's just a bunch of targets, I might be willing to pick that up. Other than that, I'm not too concerned with Fortnite action figures, but we have collaborative. Transformers collaborative is a thing. You would think they would have made a Transformer using this battle bus skin as the base of the design. Wait, I take damage. Someone's using a pulse scanner, so willing to bet they know I'm here. That was easy. You literally have to sabotage payphones that are in your immediate vicinity. Get back here, little bitch. Oh. There we go. Now he's dead. I just love these reload animations where it's literally just throwing the gun away and pulling out a new one out of your ass. I find that highly comical. Why not? Did I do all the payphones? Up. Oh, it's the furry skin from this season. Surprised I haven't found any. Did that guy drop any small shield pots? I should probably focus on shielding up for the. Oh, maybe there's some here. Oh, there's plenty of gold splash though. Ah, here we go. Oh wait, I just realized I also have a quest. I also still have to do a quest for getting shield or health back, and gold splash applies to that apparently. So probably could have gotten that done a little quicker. Where's this? Where's the last payphone? There it is. Another thing of gold splash right there. Holy crap. Okay. Now help Valentina rob Fletcher Kane personal. Need to go somewhere for that, or is that literally right here? A dance? Crime is like a dance. A bank job is a ballet. Safe cracking is a bachata. Robbing Kane is like a school dance. Embarrassingly easy if you've got any rhythm. Fortunately for me, I ain't got rhythm. Therefore, I must confine myself to the library. Never return to the stage. Okay, so got this quest mark. Marker for that. Marker for this quest. Oh, wait, it's over here. Oh. Where is it? Or is that, or is this just a safe that can be cracked? That can be cracked this. Ah, what the heck? Oh. Sure. You are dead. Oh, I'm down to 99 shield. I better shield up. Mammoth Pist. Yeah, I'm good with what I got. I need a vehicle of some kind. I'm going the wrong way. What the heck? Common Outlaw keycard. Field players with pulse scanner or scout specialist. No idea what scout special. I assume a scout specialist is a kind of NPC that you can hire, but I haven't hired anyone like that this match. I didn't activate a pulse scanner, so I don't know what the heck mission's talking about. Pulse scanner, rocket drill. Yeah, okay, that's been broken into already. Okay. That's fine by me. Sounds like there's stuff down. Still some. Go ahead and get that thermite. Well, guess I won't be robbing anyone's personal safe anymore, unless this one was marked in red. I'm gonna admit I'm a little lost. I can find another quest. Oh. Oop. Who's shooting me? Oh, wait, there's a marker up. Oh, another walkie-talkie. Okay. Well, he just sounds like a pleasant person to work for. I shouldn't be surprised they got a 66 caddy in this game. Oh. 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 There. There we go. Oh, okay. Go ahead and use one of these. Okay, there we go. Now I got that quest for all that. Good. Don't need to be relying on gold. Flasher Med Mist. I will shield up with a big pot. Man, I love pot. Alright, is there a... Oh yes, there is still a black market inside the circle. Well, I could go do that. That is about... I'm pretty sure that's about to explode. I'm not going to touch that. That. Another one of them walkie-talkies. Am I going to get more XP for finding all these?
I will not tolerate cowardice and insubordination. If Daigo gives you an order, you follow it. Understood?
Jesus. So this furry is apparently associated with Daigo from the last season. Oh. Oh. Shoot. Where'd he go? this little bitch go? Hey! Ooh. Ooh, baby. Scorpions combat kit. Okay. Okay. Shoot, let's try that out. Well, what do I want to get with my... I'll get one of these. Oh, wait, that was just plain money. Can I buy with a... There we go. Spend that dill bit. There we go. Alright. Got here. Oh, is this where I could use the outlaw key card or whatever? Oh, looks like somebody beat me to it, so, oh well. I probably should have bought. You know what? I'm gonna go back and buy another shield item. Ah. Oh, there's only 10 peeps left. And I'm just gonna get some of these. Oop. There's the thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, so. What other quests can I do for now? Oh. First, let me get in. Let's get inside the cycle. Let's see, what else can I focus on this? Spend bars on an outlaw flusher. What the fuck is an outlaw flusher? What the heck? I'll track that. I'll track this too, because I have not been using the assault rifles very much. Granted, I should probably go find some people to kill. Yeah, I might should go ahead and mosey over to where the circle is. I picked up a medallion. Unstoppable medallion. What does that do? Knock back enemies you sprint in. Okay. And there's 5 beeps left. You know, that's usually how I tend to survive, is just waiting out away from the combat. This circle's gonna take a little bit time to close. 4 peeps left. I wonder if I could just... I wonder if I could just let... He's got a... It looks to me like that guy down there has a hired companion. Okay. Guys down here. Where'd he go? There he is. Oh, he's got... Okay, he's got the... Oh, okay. Oh, he got the mythic Scorpion kit. Okay. Well... I'd say that was a pretty alright match. Oh, this junk. What are these Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat quests end in 5 hours, huh? Okay. Placeholder out. Oh, okay, apparently it counted me as having opened the vault. That I was supposed to vault. Even though I was not the one who did that. Okay. Well, I might as well, I might as just keep going. Damage players while on the bridge at the pit. Very quick. Uh, apparently that's I guess that's Scorpion's Ghost Rider phase. Elect the first Blood Medallion. Blood Medallion? I guess you can fight Scorpion. Where do you fight? Where do you fight Scorpion? Oh, my game appears to have crashed. Fun. Lovely. I quite like that. Right. I'm gonna have to... Oh. Okay, application hanged. Okay. I've gotten this error before, and it's not fun. Um... Yeah, I think the only way to resolve this particular error is to restart my booter. Um... Well, crap. Um... Yeah, I can't. Main monitor is now completely taken up by Fortnite. And I can't trans. Okay, well, I I guess that's gonna be it for tonight. Cause I can't do anything else. Cause it's stuck. Well, thanks for joining me, lads and lassies. Next week, video games, some kind of video game I'll do. Duck video should be out sometime next week. Hopefully I'll have all the editing done by Saturday. Yeah. Adios.